The quarterly meeting of the Texas State University System Board of Regents is now reconvened in open session. We have a quorum present. The date is August 12th, 2022, and the time is 10:01 a.m. Dr. McCall, thank you and your team for a wonderful evening at the LBJA Presidential Library. I would also like to thank the Texas State University for providing additional meeting support to us this week. It was a great dinner last night. The library was fantastic. It's been a long time since I've been. It's well worth anyone's time to go to that library. I was texting my kids a minute ago and encouraging them to really understand who LBJ was, and also the author that spoke to us last night with the history of the state. It was and the president's was pretty remarkable in many ways, things that I've never heard. So great evening for everyone, and certainly for me. Glad everyone's there and back this morning to get to business. Normally at this time we would hear from the Student Advisory Board leaders. Because we have changed the presentation cycle, we're going to be hearing from the Chief Student Affairs Officers at this meeting. However, we would like the presidents to introduce their SAB members. President Taylor, would you begin the introductions?
Yes, I'd like to introduce Christian Guillory. He's our student body president. He's from Beaumont, Texas. He's a senior double major in finance and accounting. Luis Ramirez, he's our vice president for student government. He's a junior mechanical engineering major, and he's from Beaumont, Texas. Both of them are very interested in getting students engaged more on campus, and this is something that's I believe in very strongly. I've always said that 50% of the learning takes place outside the classroom, and they're very interested in helping get more of the students engaged in the activities that they're engaged in. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. White?
I'm proud to introduce Joseph Chavez and Veronica Calderon, students at Sam Houston State University. Joseph Chavez is the new Student Government Association president. He's a senior, double majoring in business management and economics. He's hosted the University's Student Awards Ceremony, the SAMMYs, and been active in Phi Delta Theta fraternity, this SHSU elite program, and a part of the TRIO learning community. He's a first-generation college student, hopes to inspire students to become more involved on campus and within the community. Veronica Calderon is the newly elected Student Government Association Vice President. She's a rising junior majoring in psychology, minoring in criminal justice. She plans to pursue a career in the criminal justice system that involves both psychology and social work. She's been heavily involved in student-led organizations on campus, including Ubuntu, Compassion Collective, and Delta Xi Nu, multicultural sorority. She strives to impact others and wants to leave a lasting impression on campus.
Thank you. Dr. Johnson?
I have the great privilege to introduce two fine Lamar State College Orange student leaders. The first one is Ryan Wisłowski. Ryan's a freshman from Orange, Texas. He's vice president of our Student Government Association. He was also a selected member of the 2021 class of LSCO ambassadors, and Ryan is studying process operating at Lamar State College Orange. The second young man is Clayton Eves, who's a sophomore from Vidor, Texas. Clayton serves as a senator in our SGA. He's studying communication and recently joined both our award-winning speech team and our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. After graduating from LSCO in the fall, Clayton plans to continue his education and earn his bachelor's degree in communications. And I've introduced him to my neighbor here, and they've already talked.
Good morning. I'm pleased to introduce two students from Lamar State College, Port Arthur. The first individual is Emily Ordonez. She is the Student Government Association president. Her major is vocational nursing, and she is from New Rochelle, New York. She served as a senator this past academic year and also was a member of our Emerging Leaders program. Upon graduation, she plans to continue to complete her degree and become a registered nurse. Also with us this morning is Juana Alvarez. Juana is the Student Government Association Vice President for Lamar State College, Port Arthur. She also is a vocational nursing major, and Juana is from Winnie, Texas, and she also served as a senator this past academic year and participated in our Emerging Leaders program. She plans ultimately to finish her degree and become a pediatric ICU nurse.
Good morning. We are pleased to present three students who are representing Sul Ross State University. Elisa Sayes is president of the Student Government Association. Elisa is a senior pre-physical therapy major who is a first generation college student, and she hails from El Paso, Texas. Elisa is very involved on campus, serving as student government president, resident assistant, kinesiology club officer, and is a member of many committees. Elisa enjoys being involved because she likes meeting new people. Her goal is to have a positive impact and make a lasting impression on the SRSU campus. After Elisa graduates this December, she plans on getting her master's at Sul Ross while working at the Big Bend Regional Medical Center as a physical therapist technician. I'm also happy to introduce Anik Lopez, who is the vice president of our Student Government Association and serves currently as the Student Advisory Board chairwoman. Anik is a senior kinesiology pre-physical therapy major from San Antonio, Texas. She's the Student Government Association vice president and also serves as the Student Support Services president. She was awarded Student of the Year in 2021-22, and she serves on 3 other campus committees to help make Sul Ross a better campus for future Lobos. Her dream is to own her own practice in her hometown to allow individuals to receive the assistance they need at an affordable cost. And finally, but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, is Heaven Briseño, who is the secretary of our Student Government Association. She hails from Lockhart, Texas. She studied communications and broadcast media, hoping to one day work in the film industry. She's the first in her family to graduate high school and is a first-generation college student. Heaven is currently a member of the Student Government Association and the Student Support Services team. Thank you.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to celebrate 2 Bobcats that are here today. Gabriel Webb is our student regent, so congratulations to him. He is also a member of our student government cabinet and hails from California, so proud of him. Malik Johnson is our student government student body president. He's a junior public relations major. He's only 19 years old, which is amazing to me, but he's a fine young man from Houston, Texas. He served as a senator in the Student Government Association at Texas State prior to his election, and his plans as a student body leader is to focus on communication, safety, student support, and modernizing tradition on our campus. He's also a current member of Sigma Chi, and after graduation, he aspires to enter the consulting field. Our second student representative is not able to be here today, Kirsten Florence, but I hope to introduce her to you in November.
Thank you.
Good morning. Lamar Institute of Technology has 2 outstanding student government representatives. I'm pleased to introduce first Asia Ashon. She's our student government vice president. She's from Houston, Texas, and enrolled at LIT in 2021. Her major is general studies. In terms of some of her accomplishments, she actually is a gold medalist with Skills USA, placing #1 at the state level and at the national level. She plans to attend, once she completes her associate's degree in 2023, the University of Houston to earn a degree in communications. Our second student government representative is Ryan McLean. Ryan serves as our secretary treasurer. He's from Beaumont, Texas, and also enrolled at LIT in 2021. He is a drafting major with a perfect 4.0 GPA. In addition to that, he has served our country proudly as a non-commissioned officer in the United States Marine Corps. His goal after graduating this December is to enroll at Lamar University, Dr. Taylor, and major in game development. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you. Hey, I know I speak on behalf of the board, and certainly they can speak as well. We enjoy breakfast and the quality of the students and the diverse and nature, as well as the first-time students is what we're all about. It's certainly good to sit here and see it and get to have breakfast with you this morning. So look, all aspirations and the things that we're doing at the institutions, it shows up with our students. So it's certainly good to see, and it's one of those things you put a lot of time in, and then you go to breakfast this morning, and there they are, and it's great. We need more, so the world needs more, so it's great. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. We're going to move on to Student Advisory Board introductions. No, excuse me, Chief of Student Affairs. So at this time, I will call Dr. Hayek, Vice Chancellor for Academic Health Affairs, to please come to the podium and introduce the Student Affairs Officer Report.
Good morning.
Morning.
As the board may recall, last meeting, we decided to modify the Student Affairs, Student Advisory Report to give them a little bit more time to dig in and do research on their topics. And they're just starting that process, and will deliver their report to the board in November. But I do want to say a special thank you to Brandon Cooper from Sam Houston for helping and supporting this process. Brandon? Thank you. This change gives us an opportunity to hear directly from our Chief Student Affairs Officers this morning. Student Affairs is all about student success, helping students grow and develop. It includes areas like health and wellness, Greek life, student organizations, career services, rec sports, student government, disability services, housing, among many others. They have lots of hats to wear. And we have a great team of leaders in this area across our system. Probably over about 120 years of student affairs experience among the group. And I'd like to quickly just introduce them, if they would please stand. Sol Ross, Ben Teleska. Lamar State College, Port Arthur, Dr. Tessie Bradford. I don't think Brian Hull is at Lamar State College Orange, and I think he's getting ready for some activities on campus and not with us today. LIT, Dr. Angela Hill and Dr. Veronica Garcia also supports that work. At Texas State, Dr. Cynthia Hernandez. Sam Houston, Dr. Drew Miller. And last but not least, at Lamar University, Dr. Vicki McNeil. And actually this morning, Dr. McNeil is going to share some remarks on behalf of Chief Student Affairs Officers.
Good morning.
Morning.
Student Affairs is committed to the premise that student learning does occur outside the classroom and that college affects students profoundly. We believe that college is a critical period of life during which students discover a meaningful identity and develop core skills for how they perceive and experience their lives. The Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, in building a talent-strong Texas, emphasized that new challenges call for a new approach. Student affairs leaders across the Texas State University system are working with higher education colleagues to enhance the student experience in our virtual and on-campus environments. We are seeking to develop or expand on innovative programs and initiatives that accelerate student success. The first-year residency requirement at 4 of our institutions acknowledges the contribution of on-campus living to student success efforts. Students living on campus have access to classes, academic support services, campus life opportunities, and peer and staff support. All of our institutions provide orientation programs for new, freshmen, and transfer students. beginning with intentional community-building experiences during Welcome Week, with institutions extending interactive, social, and recreational programming through the first several weeks of the school, is putting an even greater emphasis on enhancing a student's sense of belonging. Encouraging students to be involved in student organizations, fraternity and sororities, student government, experiential leadership training, and volunteerism in the community provides environments to teach leadership skills and servant learning. At our institutions, Student Affairs is the leading employer in hiring our students to work as student assistants, tutors, resident advisors, desk assistants, orientation leaders, peer health educators, intramural officials, fitness instructors, testing proctors, and facility setup breakdown crews. Providing students with on-campus employment teaches skills for a future career, provides increased access to our career services assistants, and provides a means to pay for their education. At each institution, the student conduct process is administered through Student Affairs. It is an extension of the educational mission of the university. The process is intended to educate students about appropriate behavior and the potential consequences of one's actions and choices. It promotes learning, personal responsibility, self-discipline, respect for others and self, and support of the educational values of the community. Medical services, counseling, health education, recreation centers, disability services, and university police are important contributors to student success, providing a safe environment, teaching personal security, coping and resiliency skills, managing stress, increasing self-advocacy, trying out new ways to enhance physical health and mindfulness, and engaging faculty to partner in referrals, can support and engage our students in healthy behaviors. While each of our institutions address students in distress, 5 of our Student Affairs divisions have enacted for faculty, staff, students, and parents a website to submit information on a student who is exhibiting concerning behaviors. From missing class, failing grades, dramatic change in appearance, loss of a family member, to writing or verbally indicating suicidal ideations, food or financial insecurity. This enhancement to our current behavior assessment team protocols allows our care team staffs in the Dean of Students' offices to work with colleagues to surround the student with support and resources in a timely manner. Building a sense of community between students and with the institution is complex, but has many advantages for our schools. In Student Affairs, we manage residence halls, student health centers, counseling centers, student centers, career centers, and recreation centers. We demonstrate a respect and appreciation for diversity and a thorough knowledge for cultural values of the students at our institution. We create welcoming space for programs, events, services to support student learning, to identify students who are potential leaders and help them to envision programs that appeal to the larger student body. We actively engage in making our campuses more welcoming and accessible to the increasing diversity of students. However, we recognize that advocacy is difficult without truly understanding the perspectives of our students. In closing, educating the whole student, however, remains the foundation of our work in Student Affairs, and collaboration with faculty and others is critical as we in Student Affairs seek to understand and foster student learning through new and innovative directions. We would like to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to provide you with information about what we do in Student Affairs for our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Regents, any comments? Questions? Well done. Okay, we'll move on to the TSUS Foundation update. Our next item of business is the Texas State Foundation update. I'll ask the Foundation Executive Director, Mike Winnemute, to please come to the podium. Hey, Mike.
Good morning, Regents and Chancellor. TSUS Foundation Board of Directors, including Regents Amato, Scott, Harrell, and Chancellor McCall, held its quarterly meeting yesterday, and I'll provide just a brief summary of items from that meeting. At the end of the second quarter, Foundation assets totaled $6.5 million, with $5.8 million in the undesignated account and the remainder in the Foundation's 3 scholarship and grant accounts. 69% of the undesignated account was invested in equities, 13% in fixed income, and 18% in cash and equivalents. At the end of the second quarter, the undesignated account had lost 16%, pretty bad year for the investments, and that was compared to the previous year, and was up an average of 4.7% over the previous 5 years. The equity portion of this account lost 18% from a year earlier and is up 7.2% on average over the past 5 years. The operating budget for fiscal year 23 is just under $1 million, a significant increase over the current year, as we expect about $350,000 in expenses associated with the Foundation's fundraising event next February, and more about that in just a moment. About 19% of the budget will support programs at the institutional level, 16% will support scholarships, and 14% will support system-level programs and initiatives. Foundation Board has selected winners of the Regents Award competitions based on the recommendations of peer committees and Chancellor McCall, depending on the award. The board has selected Dr. Jason Kwok, Professor of Music at Texas State, Dr. John Lasser, Professor of School Psychology at Texas State, and Dr. William Luderschmidt, Professor of Biological Sciences at Sam Houston State University, as 2022 Regents professors. Music performance major Mateo Alvarez from Sam Houston and nursing major Precious Orusa from Texas State have been selected as 2022 recipients of the Regents Student Scholar Award. Regents Teacher Award winners are Dr. Michael Devlin, Professor of Journalism and Mass Communication at Texas State, and Dr. David Lemke, Professor of Biology at Texas State. And the 2022 Regents Staff Excellence Award winner is Ms. Rebecca McAnally, Assistant Dean of Student Services and Registrar at Lamar State College Orange. And finally, the date and location for the 2023 Texas State University System Presents fundraising dinner, previously known as the TSUS Gala, have been selected. A very blank screen up there because there's very little I'm comfortable telling you at this point. We're working on delivering some really exciting ideas, but the event will be at an awesome venue in downtown Austin on Wednesday, February 22nd. So mark your calendars, tell your friends to ready their checkbooks, and we look forward to seeing you in Austin in February. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mike. Regents, any questions or comments? Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
The next order of business is the postponed business from yesterday. First is the approval of the consent agenda. These items are found at the end of each section in the board book. Are there any objections, or would any member like to remove any items from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I move that the items on the consent agenda require approval be approved, and that all items presented for informational purposes and or reviewed and approved at the campus level be acknowledged. Is there a second? Regent Flores, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes. Having approved the minutes and consent agenda, the next order of business is the approval of the future board dates. The item can be found in the general motion section of the board book. I will move we adopt the proposed future board dates. Do I hear a second? Second. Regent Amato. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? The motion passes. Our last item under general motions is an informational item outlining the dates and locations for the remaining 2022 board meetings. Please refer to the upcoming dates on the screen for your review. Okay. Our next item is a walk-on motion from the Texas State University System and Lamar Institute of Technology. It's a resolution honoring Lonnie L. Howard, President of Lamar Institute of Technology, with order to confer President Emeritus status and rename the LIT Technology Center. I'd like to ask Chancellor McCall to comment.
Shortly after arriving at LIT, Dr. Howard had to deal with multiple hurricanes, tropical storms, COVID, other calamities. In short, metaphorically, he was tested by fire, and the fire lost. He's been an amazing leader of LIT. He's had record-breaking growth over the 6 years that he served, up 62%. Graduates find high-paying jobs with 95% job placement rates. Been recognized by New York Times, all local newspapers, and the Department of Education for the efforts of the good things happening at LIT. On a personal note, Lonnie has been someone I have learned from, worked with well, and am sorry to see him go. But so glad that our paths have crossed.
Thank you, Chancellor. I'd also like to add, just from my observations, look, heart and will and determination and hard work, along with brains, goes a long way in this world, and he's the epitome of what we're all about. So I can say that and know it, having a lot of craft that we employ personally. I would just say Lonnie is of great character and someone we'll all has made this system much, much better as a person, and all of us as directors. With that, I'll let anyone comment, the Regents comment. Okay, hearing none. Dr. Howard, would you please come to the podium area? Okay. Regents, I move that we adopt this resolution honoring Dr. Lonnie L. Howard, an exceptional president and a fine man, and forever be memorialized in the proceedings of this Board of Regents and in the permanent records of Lamar Institute of Technology, and the title of President Emeritus, together with all the privileges and perquisites stated in the rules and regulations for the professors emeriti, be conferred and forever inure to President Howard and the Chancellor, and that the Chancellor assure the Technology Center on the Lamar Institute of Technology campus be appropriately named in recognition of his service. Regents, do I hear a second? Seconded by Regent Harrell. Any discussion? Is there any objection to the motion? Hearing none, the motion passes unanimously. Regent Tinsley, will you please read the resolution?
Thank you. Whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard, the son of Lonnie and Murray Howard, was born in a 4-room shack with no indoor plumbing, placed in remedial classes, and not considered college material, enlisted in the United States Army at 17 years of age, once worked as a janitor and welder, and whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard's parents, a sharecropper with a 3rd grade education and a maid with a 5th grade education, instilled in him the belief that it really doesn't matter where you start from in life. With hard work and determination, anyone can achieve the American dream. And whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard's life is an example of hard work and determination, not seriously attending college until the age of 36. In 12 years, he completed 5 degrees, an AAS, AGS, BS, MS, and a dual PhD in Education, Administration, and Sociology from the University of Texas at Austin in less than 2 years with a 4.0 GPA. And whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard, rising from the ranks of faculty, has held senior executive leadership positions and twice been appointed a college president. He has served at Lamar Institute of Technology since July 17, 2016. And whereas under the leadership of Dr. Lonnie L. Howard, LIT has reversed enrollment declines and experienced record-breaking increases every academic year for more than half a decade, with impressive gains in first-generation students and students of color. And whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard led the master plan process, developed strategic plans, helped secure state college parity funding from the Texas legislature, obtained building naming rights from ExxonMobil, secured the Institute's largest cash gift of $1 million, the largest ever equipment donation of $1.1 million, and increased the institution's endowment by 54%. And whereas Dr. Lonnie L. Howard helped LIT become a results-oriented institution that was voted one of the best places to work in Southeast Texas. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System enthusiastically and unanimously adopt this resolution, thanking Dr. Lonnie L. Howard for his exceptional service to the students, faculty, and staff of Lamar Institute of Technology, the Texas State University System, and the great state of Texas, for all are better for his having passed this way. Adopted by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System this 12th day of August, 2022.
Can we get a picture real quick?
Yeah, we're going to get a picture with and then pass it.
Dr. Howard, would you like to comment?
Yes, sir. The businessman and author of the book entitled The Businessman and Author Max Dupree, who wrote the book, The Art of Leadership. He said that leaders have to do three things. One is to define reality. Number two, he said that they must be servants. And number three, the final responsibility is that they must always say thank you. And with that in mind, I would like to thank Southeast Texas, our amazing LIT faculty and staff, and our external partners for adopting me 6 years ago and making me their own. I also, because we have generated at LIT in terms of grown our economic impact to $184 million per fiscal year. I want to say thank you to our system staff, our TSUS staff, because without that, we could not, without you and without that, we could not have grown that large. And lastly, to my boss and my dear friend, Dr. McCall, thank you for 6 years ago seeing something in me that I didn't even see myself. Thank you for making this journey possible, and for that, I will forever be grateful. And thank you to everyone in this room and throughout our entire system. I have been both blessed and benefited by knowing each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Howard. I know on behalf of the Board of Regents, we've said many times, it's such an honor to be here. To echo the Chancellor, LIT is a better place today because of your leadership. We wish you well in all your future endeavors. At this time, the board will hear any public comments. Is there anyone present who has requested to make a public comment? Public comments will be limited to 5 minutes. Okay, seeing none. Our next quarterly meeting will be November 17th and 18th at the Texas State University in San Marcos. If there is no objection, we will now adjourn the meeting of the Board of Regents for the Texas State University System. For the record, the time is 10:36 a.m.